confidence that Kevin Pangos and the outside perimeter players of Gonzaga would find him underneath.
That foul was the third against Gaels who's defending here against Rob Jones and did a good job of defense, but Jones just a little better.
So a slow, sluggish first half for Jones, Page, and Holt. Page and Jones already in the scoring tablet here in the second half.
Pangos calling for a screen from Sacre, goes middle, and Pangos couldn't finish off the glass. Dellavedova, hesitation move. Dellavedova with contact will go to the free throw line.
And what Matthew Dellavedova did was he baited the defense. He baited the defense on the outside. The on-ball screen was coming, and Guy Landrietti shaded him to try to play to fight through the screen. And when Matthew Dellavedova saw it, he changed directions and was able to attack Robert Sacre underneath.
Sacre's foul, just his first of the game. Dellavedova gets St. Mary's to within a point. Team high 12 so far for Matthew Dellavedova. Average is better than 15 a game, and we're tied at 38. 2 minutes into the second half in Spokane at the Kennel. Eddie, jump stop in the lane, finds Harris. Elias Harris short on the three. The rebound. Karam's off to Holt.
They brought the double team on Harris originally, forced him to pass out. Harris can stretch the defense and knock down that perimeter jumper.
Here's Holt. Nice dish, and Waldo scores.
Beautiful job breaking down the defense and then finding Brad Waldo underneath. The amount of confidence that the Gaels have in Waldo to catch those passes.
Extra pass to Pango. His third three of the night. Dellavedova trying to answer, and he was way off the mark. Here come the Zags quickly. Sacre over the top pass was deflected and stolen.
All pressure in the length for Brad Waldo as it disrupted that up top. On our previous possession when Pangos hit the three, it was great inside-outside action, unselfishness, making the extra pass.
Jones trying to get it to Waldo. Instead, he skips it over to Page, who's open again. No, he stepped on the out-of-bound line. Turnover, Gaels. It is literally so loud in here. Even the players often cannot hear the whistle when it's blown. And I think that was the case there. But the whistle did blow. That was a turnover. Gonzaga on the strength of that Pangos three. Back up by one. Pangos hands off to Gary Bell. David Stockton is checked in. Bell found an opening. He hits a three.
It's a great job by the freshman reading the screen by Robert Sacre. The defense got sucked in underneath, created the gap in space for him to pull the trigger and knock it down.
Jones against Pangos. Stockton with some good help defense knocked it out of bounds. Well, St. Mary's, not only do they defend the three, it's hard to even attempt threes against the Gaels. One of the very best in college basketball at choking off that three-point line. But Kevin Pangos, Gary Bell, and the Zags have got it going from outside. Jones, they left him wide open. So he says, why not? And just bricked it.
Why not? Because he's shooting under 10% now over his last 8 games.
Tussle underneath the basket. Jones and Harris went to the ground, no whistle. Sacre with the foul. It's a block against Rob Jones.
What happens is you start the second half, you play for Robert Sacre underneath. He scores on the opening 2 possessions. And then you go from the seniors to the freshmen. Kevin Pangos able to hit it from the outside, read the screen by the senior, and Gary Bell Jr. hits it as well. A 4-point lead for Gonzaga. Well, what Vandy team are we going to see show up against Kentucky on Saturday night in primetime? We're going to see Jenkins and Taylor really lead the way and play at the high level in that difficult court, difficult environment to play in. step up and take the challenge of the Kentucky Wildcats, or you can see Anthony Davis start swatting things away around the rim and make life difficult underneath.
I would imagine Vanderbilt will come ready to play, but Kentucky has been dominating the SEC in the last couple of weeks. Sacre out of the timeout, who's normally a very good free throw shooter for a big man, comes up way short. 4-point lead for the Zags, 15:44 to go. Sacre makes the second. Gonzaga as a team still struggling at the line. Even with that 7-0 run, they're just 7 out of 14 in the game at the free throw line. Dellavedova matched up with the freshman Gary Bell Jr. Backing him in. Tried to whip a pass to Walker. It was tipped up in the air. St. Mary's lucky to keep it. Page picked up his dribble. Shot clock now under 10. Holt finds Page. His three. Good.
Big basket for St. Mary's on that possession. Good overall defense for a majority of the shot clock, but in the last second, that dribble drive action forced David Stockton to pinch in.
One of those quiet weapons for the Gaels. Jordan Page, his second three of the game. Playing defense here against Bell. Playing good defense against him. Pangos. Bounce pass down low. Sacre. Walker defends that shot well. Grabs the rebound.
Tough angle for that jump hook, turning baseline as he's being pushed away from the block.
The Gaels could tie or go back ahead. It's been a back and forth kind of night in Spokane. What a pass by Dellavedova. Page thought he got fouled. Jones in there, and he ties up Gary Bell Jr. The possession arrow favors the Gaels.
St. Mary's really difficult with their execution. The on-ball screen, and watch the hesitation. You see Stockton have to pinch in. It's a long run out. That long run out creates just enough time for Page to knock it down from the outside.
New shot clock. Andy Bennett, the head coach of St. Mary's, looking on. His St. Mary's team undefeated in conference play. They've won 12 in a row overall. They've climbed to their highest ranking in program history, 13th ranked team in the country. What a catch by Jordan Page. Page switch to the left hand off the glass. Now a bounce pass out of bounds off of St. Mary's.
Page reading what the defense gives you. Slow rotations over in the help side, able to knock it down on the contested drive. Sam Dower is back in the game, though, for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Look for him to get involved in this possession.
Instant offense when he came in the first half for the Zags. He gets a quick touch on the inbound play. David Stockton finds Dower, looking down low, but a 3-second violation against Elias Harris, who was calling for the ball, didn't get it, and that goes down as a turnover. Harris is frustrated. Remember the start he got off to in this game. In the first few minutes, Elias Harris was flying around everywhere, and he has not scored since essentially the first 2 minutes of the game.
Came out with great fire, great intensity, but those two fouls took him completely out of the rhythm. Kind of took the air out of his bubble.
Dellavedova for three, too strong. Harris snatches away the board. And Harris bringing the ball up himself. He doesn't want to stop. Harris!
Run on two, as you talked about, his energy level dropping a little bit. He gets the rebound, poor defensive transition. Nobody stops the ball for St. Mary's. And Harris played like a man that was possessed and wanted to score after that 3-second call on the previous possession.
Page tries to dish. Young, nice catch. Missed the layup, missed the follow. Here's Stockton streaking down the court. That's a foul against Jordan Page of St. Mary's.
Elias Harris coming end-to-end right at you. No question, as he crossed half court, he surveyed what the defense was giving him. Rob Jones slowing his defensive rotation over and able to finish.
It's nice when your four-man can take it end-to-end.
Elias Harris, extremely skilled basketball player.
defense. Stockton gets into the lane, then loses the ball, and a whistle and a foul against Gonzaga. It's against Stockton for reaching in to try to get the ball back. His first foul.
And that was a situation where a little bit of over dribble penetration got Stockton stuck underneath.
St. Mary's still down 2. Jordan Page has become much more aggressive in the second half. Here's Steindl's three, contested, no good.
Got to be careful to fall in love with a three-point shot on the road.
Waldo's not in the game. Jones steals it right away from Harris. Nice defense. Turnovers on both sides have not been a big problem in this game. Young, Steindl couldn't corral it. And Harris once again leads the charge. Pangos, Page prevented that three-point look. Nauer shoots a long 2. Rebound, Gary Bell. Great athleticism there. And the fans really appreciate the hustle. Harris, that's a whistle, offensive foul. They're going to wave off the basket. Timeout here in Spokane. Intense rivalry game. Bodies flying everywhere. The Zags and the Gaels going back and forth. Gonzaga up by 2. Dave Fleming, Sean Farnham here in Spokane. Gonzaga with a 2-point lead against their rival in the WCC, St. Mary's. Matthew Dellavedova and company leaving the huddle. Sean, let's go inside the play and talk about how Dellavedova orchestrates this Gaels offense.
One of the best point guards in all of college basketball. Watch the way as Brad Waldo comes on up and sets this initial screen up top. As Waldo moves up to set this screen, Matthew's not going to like what he sees. So what he's going to have is Brad Waldo immediately stop, reshape, and set yet another screen. Now this is where they work together well as a team, because Matthew Dellavedova is going to come off that screen, and Brad Waldo is going to create enough space by running to the opposite side of the rim. That's what allows this ball to come up over the top and him able to finish. Now, reading the flat hedge, read what the defense gives you. Robert Sacre shows, forcing Matthew Dellavedova sideways. He's still going to look to turn the corner. He's patient, takes his dribble out, drags it just enough to make the back line of the defense step up. Mitchell Young misses the first, but able to convert the second based off of what Matthew Dellavedova has done on the outside.
Dellavedova with just 2 official assists, although his impact much more than that. 13 points for the junior, native of Australia, and really good stuff there by Sean to show you all the different ways that Dellavedova is so keen in this St. Mary's offense. Pangos against Jones, rejected. Good transition defense for Rob Jones.
Making up for a sloppy pass at the offensive end.
Holt didn't shoot the 3. Jones over to Holt. Now out of bounds, and somebody touched it out of bounds. Along that sideline there, the fans and the students are so close with the ball, even though Jones, I think it was one of the cheerleaders' megaphones, actually made contact with the ball. So that's still St. Mary's basketball. Do not see that very often.
No.
Dellavedova being pressured by Bell. Pass and a bad one.
That was just a forced look by Matthew Dellavedova underneath. No need for that pass.
Gonzaga with the 2-point lead. Their largest lead in this game has been 6. Pangos, nobody stopped him.
Every time the Zags have needed a bucket here tonight, Kevin Pangos has delivered. Whether it was his perimeter shooting or that time utilizing the lack of mobility defensively to turn the corner.
Holt short arm that shot. It's been a tough night for Holt. And Pangos, the freshman, who has 17